FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
I guess I'll go into the actual diagnosis. So my sister also made me promise not to read you guys the entire book. I was saying, but it's about so many different things. She said, don't read them the entire book. Make them buy the book. So I'll do my best at that. But anyway, I want to share the diagnosis. We can start getting into the whole cancer thing. Okay, where should I start? Okay. Later that morning, I was ushered into the office of the surgeon, Dr. Ree. First she said, hello. Then she said, you have cancer. She took out a pad of paper, wrote inflammatory breast cancer across the top of it, and underlined the words. Under that, she printed chemotherapy with an arrow pointing down to double mastectomy. Next to that, in parentheses, she put no reconstruction, and then another arrow pointing down to radiation. Why would this woman who didn't even know me make a joke like this? But Dr. Ree, whose child-sized body bent toward me from her chair, offering an ageless, flawless face, was not laughing, and neither was the breast care coordinator. She sat erect, hands folded, with the good posture of the newly pregnant. They were both looking at me with these absurdly long, sympathetic faces that were so effectively sympathetic I wondered if they practiced in front of the mirror. I became more interested in their expressions than what they were saying. First, their faces were sad. What awful news. Next, they were sympathetic. We know this is hard for you. Then determined. We'll work together to get you through this. Now alarmed by my lack of response. She must be in shock. And finally relieved when the tears started flowing. Thank God, their faces said. She isn't dead on the inside. Two strangers had just witnessed the most intimate moment of my life. It was worse than being walked in on while losing your virginity or giving birth in front of a stadium of people. Those acts, by definition, involve other people. Death is really the only thing you do alone, no matter who is there to hold your hand. These spectators watched as I visualized my death with probable accuracy for the first time. And the picture was so banal. I was destined for something greater, an assassination, a sacrifice. Plebeian cancer is how it would all be cut short. I'd never play Rummy Cub with Bill Clinton or have my own self-titled sitcom and theme song. My son wouldn't know his mother. I'd just be that unphotogenic woman pawing at him in all those pictures. Bad news should be delivered privately. You should sit in a soundproof room with a mirror and a box of tissues. When you're ready, a piece of paper slips through the door. You turn it over and read, sterile, or nobody likes you, or herpes simplex 2. Then when you're ready, you emerge and fall into the embraces, sometimes reluctant, depending on your diagnosis, of strangers. Dr. Ree continued to talk, something about blood tests and a shortcut to the lab. What? I asked her. She explained again. What? She drew another diagram. I looked at it, perplexed. What? She told me not to worry about it. The problem was that as Dr. Ree held my hand in her office, all I could think was, she touches people's internal organs with those hands. She uses those hands to wash her hair. I felt the same awe when I realized that men always have their penises with them, hidden in their pants, even when they aren't using them. Then I went outside to wait for my father and his penis to pick me up.